So we're going to have a quick update on what's going on with the dog toys. This is what is left, what I could find, of a Chuck-It ball. It's a thick, heavy-duty tennis ball. It's got a thick cover. This stuff, he peeled this off in a couple of days. This ball is normally outside, and they last a lot longer when you just play catch with them. But this one got inside the house, and he started peeling the... Actually, I brought it in to make a video, and I left it inside, and he started peeling the fur off of it. He only needs to get about this much loose, and then he tears the cover off and then chews pieces off. He doesn't eat the plastic, but he will chew this stuff up and sometimes swallows it, which isn't good. So those are great for tossing and playing catch with. He seems to be colorblind for that color. He cannot see them. If he doesn't see them moving in the grass, he can't find them. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. This thing, good God, this lasted like no time at all. This is the damage from about 2 days worth of play. He tore these ends off almost immediately. This little gasket thing is inside there to keep it getting filled with water if you leave it in the rain or play in a wet area. So this goes in between here and this end cup. He tore this apart in record time. This stuff was everywhere. Little bits of orange plastic and the white plastic too. Total fail. Now could be used as a throw toy, but it is not a tug-of-war toy. These things popped right out. It is not a chew toy. It is a throw, play catch with toy. You cannot leave a destructive dog alone with that. This thing has not changed at all in the last couple, 3 days. It's in the same condition, exact same condition. Nothing has changed. I think the googly eyes are still on there. Yep, there they are. Crazy eyes, still intact. Still a decent toy. Failed at its structural integrity. Fell apart immediately. I don't look at it as a good tug-of-war toy. It's certainly a nice toy for him to play catch with, although I don't find it easy to throw. Short distances, 5, 10 feet, 15 feet, it's easy to throw it, but you can't really get it to go much further than that. I can't get it to go much further than that without the weight at the end. If it had the weight at the end, you could swing it around your head and let it go. But as soon as this stuff got torn apart, it lost that ability. This thing is still pretty much the same. He's played with this a lot. It gets kind of sloppy when it gets wet, but still a decent, the rope toys are fine until he gets his teeth into the end of them and tears them apart. This mallard has gotten a little bit more work done on it, a little more damage, but it's still a cuddly toy. It's, it's not meant to be a pull toy. This thing is exactly the same. He hasn't done anything to this. He just sort of sleeps with it. This has not changed at all. We have played tug-of-war with this. He really likes this toy. It squeaks just enough. Pretty durable. It doesn't even look like he's played with it. He's chewed on it. He's done all kinds of things. He can't really get any leverage on it to tear it apart. There's nothing. So this thing, in contrast, he can get his paws on this and hold it and yank on this, with his teeth. Here, he can't really get any purchase on this. Holding it still on the floor doesn't do as much. When you yank, it just comes out from underneath his paws. If he had thumbs, this would be in trouble. This guy has a little tiny bit of damage on the end. I can't even really see it when I looked again. Oh, here it is. So this is getting a couple of these nubby things he's gotten between his teeth and pulled those off. But this has lasted a long time, and it's surprisingly inexpensive Nylabone. This is still a bargain. I still think these are great. So the psychedelic alligator, the Nylabone, still great things. Here's the small size Kong. Very little damage on it. He doesn't chew these. He will play catch with them. But he doesn't try and chew them, so I'm not sure whether they would stand up to a good mauling or whether they just aren't his style. He has caught the edge of this one. A little bit of it is having left out in the weather. They start to get the composition of the rubber changes a little bit with the sun. So some of that could be ultraviolet breakdown of the rubber. But these things last an amazingly long time, and are well worth it. Oop, there goes the alligator. Okay, so he's got the alligator. So he's carrying it around with him. He's not interested in chewing it apart. I think he knows he can't really get a hold of it too well. But he does like it. Oh, well, there we go. That's enough of that. There was another thing. The Hartz Mountain orange ball lasted maybe 20 minutes, and I had to throw it away. It was in so many small pieces. So I knew that thing wasn't going to last, and it sure did not. These are great. These things are wonderful if you have a dog that doesn't get destructive. This is nice, but not really for what it was intended. It's a tug-of-war toy, but you can't. I mean, you can't. You might as well just get a rope, not that thing on the end, because it's pretty well. And there you go. So he's going to give you a little demonstration. Now he's going to want to pull on it, and he weighs a lot. And if he decides he wants it, he puts his whole body into it and really yanks. This constitutes my biggest part of my exercise is playing tug-of-war with this guy. Anyway, that's it for the dog toys. This is part 3. Try to keep this one short. We're going to keep looking for new things and see if there's anything better out there. But right now I'm sticking with cuddly type toys, flat alligators, and these super durable toys. And then rope toys. Rope toys are fine. He did tear one of them apart. There was a green one. I can't even find any parts of it anymore. He tore it apart so quickly. He broke one end and then started unraveling the knot. So they don't always last. But something like this with knots in it and a substantial rope, those are great too. So we're narrowing it down. We're going to find the ultimate toy at some point. I'm going to buy one more fire hose toy. They're a fire hose with a plastic bottle inside. So the plastic bottle, if it wears out, you can replace it. They're sort of Velcroed at the end. Those are great until they catch a thread get one thread loose, and then they start unraveling the fire hose, as strange as that sounds. My mother had a Dachshund Beagle mix that tore the heck out of those things in no time. They're supposed to be indestructible. For him, they've been pretty indestructible. See there, he's just kind of chewing on that toy. He's not tearing it. That's the mallard. He's just playing with it and licking it. He spends a lot of time licking that one. But since there's nothing to get his paws hooked on, he really doesn't chew it up. Anyway, that's it. See you later. Have a great day.